Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we going on this cracker of a beautiful afternoon? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Sunday. I know it's been great. Caught up with the boys, had a session, got some business strategies out of the way. It's been absolutely fantastic. So hopefully everyone is having a beautiful Sunday, ready for a huge week. Matty Fergo, how are you, bro? How you doing? Everyone. So I'm going to be, obviously I'm not going to be looking at everyone's names. I want to be driving, a bit of duty of care. So this is something that I was going to do one of the other nights, but I thought, you know what, it's Sunday, everyone will be chilling out. They've probably got, time to grab their phones and take some notes down, yeah? So you want to be sitting at the edge of your chairs or tables or beds, wherever you're at, because this is going to be a cracker. So a lot of people can talk, yeah? A lot of people have got good ideas or they've got dreams, but they don't know or they haven't discovered how to Matty, how you doing, mate? To actually make it or how to manifest it in their life or bring it into their reality. So, look, I'm going to start small, and then we're going to get into some serious shit. Firstly, if you've got an idea, if you've got a dream, you want to be around someone that has done what you've done. Straight out. You find somebody that has done what you've done. And Matt goes, you're always driving, my man. Yeah, man, I'm getting back and forth, and I might as well get some knowledge out. I love to teach. So I just had a really cool session, chilled out with my bro Shano, and then I'm thinking about, a lot of people send me messages and I'm coming through, and a lot of people say, Lee, I've got all these ideas, I've got all this energy, I've got all these thoughts, but I don't know how to transform it. So look, there's no wrong or right, there's no up or down or black and white. But what I'm going to say is, what I'm going to teach you guys is exactly how I create and how I'm creating my thoughts and my dreams, my ideas into my reality, yeah? So, like I said, firstly, you want to make sure that you get around the right people that have got what you want, yeah? Someone that you can inspire to, someone that you trust, someone that's got what you want, and you want to model that, yeah? You want to take the steps back, and you want to be able to follow that. What you want to be able to understand is that you want to be able to take some sort of action in the right way. Don't just think about it, put a pen to paper, have an idea, start to just make one phone call, one email, and you start to move that stuff around, because when you start to move that around, you're moving energy, you're moving matter. I found that, especially with my coaches, my network, and so on and so forth, I would get into contact with people and start to do, it's almost like a survey, see how people have got what they want. So you don't need to, where people fail is, they know what they want, but then they won't take a step. As long as you're taking a little step, day by day, as long as you're putting that energy out, the universe is going to match that. When they talk about universal consciousness. So whatever your idea is, whatever your dream is, it's not a dream, it's a plan. And what is an amazing thing is that you want to know what your end goal is. So always take your visualization out to your end goal. So in a year, in all my life categories, I want my life to look like this. Bang, take it out there. Because if you're not knowing like where you want to go or where you want to be, the problem with that is you're basically making it up as you go. So once you know where your end goal is, you know how to work backwards, and you know what to create. You can basically use that as a guide. One thing that I've found is obviously having a business plan or having a life plan, knowing what your end goal is, and then understanding what that is, and then working backwards. And so you got 12 months, 9 months, 6 months, 3 months, and so on and so forth. Then that gives you an indication of where you're moving through each day. Another thing, this is probably the biggest thing I can teach you guys. You don't do the physical application. You want to manifest and believe in your goals and look where your goals are, and you want to be able to create that goal and live that life in your mind. So that goal that let me drive, I just stopped at a red light. What you need to really be bringing into homage is that I will visualize me achieving that goal. I will already see it. I will believe it. What do I see? What do I hear? What do I feel? And then that becomes real, yeah? Let me chuck these windows up. Mr. Cam, how are you, man? Clarity around the end goal is vital to create success. That is so true. So if you're not getting the results out here, you need to go in here more. So if I'm not getting my health goal in my body, I won't go to the gym and diet the rest of that, because my old programming is still self-sabotaging me. I'm still having resistance. So I will go and connect with what my goal is. You know, I'll get emotional connection around it. I will build the connection, so on and so forth. And I'll make sure that it's strong enough to propel me towards my goal. So what happened with my health goal was I was just going to the gym. I was sort of, you know, playing around and throwing weights around. I wasn't really dieting very hard. Juliana, how are you? Good to see you. And I was getting okay results, but I wasn't getting great results. So then I'm like, okay, I'm going to connect, or I'm going to elect an internal motivator or driver that is going to be so much stronger that I'm going to firstly be driven towards my goal, and it's going to propel me with huge energy and huge emotional connection towards my health goal. So without me getting blinded in the sun at the moment, what I elected was that I wanted to do a competition. I wanted to do a physique competition mid next year to represent the brotherhood and something for that. So now when I train, now when I diet, now when I eat, that is giving me a big enough reason why, and my health goal is just gone through the roof. You know, I've been able to stay in pretty good shape all year round, and now I've got that goal that's going to be moving me towards that. Erica, how you going? Hi Lee, how are you, mate? Very good. How are you? I might put the roof on because it is a little bit noisy, yeah? So another thing is, so my purpose of my, you know, what I want to do as a coach, as a mentor, I was a little bit confused, yeah? I didn't really know what I wanted to do. Let me just close this up. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do, and you know, I was just existing. I was just being who I am, and the reason why that wasn't happening, or I wasn't getting great success, because the goal what I had there wasn't eliminating my self-sabotage, because we all have self-sabotage. So when I connected with who I wanted to be and how I wanted to, you know, show up for people, that's when things got really spunky. That's when I started showing up to be a great leader. I started to show up to be a great I'll say a person of contribution. It is because I really connected with my goals and who I wanted to be, and I made a plan. I don't just talk about it. I've got a plan. I've got a plan in here which I connect with every day, and I've also got a plan which is visual, which is tangible, which I relate to every day. So when you can actually see a visual plan of where you want to go and who you want to be, that's going to snap you in, and you're going to connect with that on a daily basis. Just want to make sure I've got this thing properly. Cool. So let me get all comfortable here, because it's quite hot in Melbourne today. Jason Smith, good to have you on, my man. So, as everyone knows that, you know, with where I'm at now, like the plans I had have completely changed. Like from, you know, think I was going to get married, having business plans, moving forward, doing a lot of other stuff. Then what you need to understand is, yes, there's going to be emotional attachment to those old plans and old ideas. But what I think about is, okay, what's going to move me or propel me towards my goal? For me, thinking about the past, or me being lazy, or me procrastinating, is that going to get my result, or is that going to hold me back? It's going to hold me back. So it's asking those power questions as well, understanding where you're going to be moving from. What's that, a wagon, but a flashy one than a Ford Ranger. Now this is a hire car, Mr. Cam. It's a nice, I don't know what it is, some sort of Mercedes. It's just a lease. I wanted to, you know, it's nice in weather. I wanted to sort of spoil myself a little bit, but that's just a comfort. It's not important. So if you've got all these ideas, yeah, you want to break out of your job, you want a new relationship, you want a new body, you want to provide for your family, you want to create a business. So where you will be connecting with on a daily basis is not just connecting when you need to or when your coach tells you to, is you want to know where your end goal is, and it needs to be crystal clear. It needs to be crystal clear. And you want to rehearse that end goal every day as many times as you can in your head. Because what happens is you will tattoo that goal in your subconscious. And what that means, when you tattoo that goal in your subconscious, you will act, you will have energy, you'll bring people into your life, you will speak the way you need to speak, you'll stand the way you need to stand, you will be that person that you need to be, you will understand how to obtain that goal. You'll have the confidence to bring that person into your life or make that phone call. You'll have the work ethic, you'll have the energy, you'll have the know-how, because this is what it's about. People will want that goal. But you need to program your mind in subconscious so you become that person. You can't be that same person if you want something different. Now, I always say this, you need to keep evolving every day. And the way you're going to keep evolving is that you connect with that end goal. If you don't have a goal, you will stay where you are. So dreams are only dreams when you do not put it down in paper, when you don't move energy, when you move matter physically, mentally, and spiritually. So start to have a 1 year plan. And I always say 1 year, you can do 3 years, you can do 5 years, but 1 year is reachable, it's tangible. And when you put out a goal for 3 months and you achieve it, you go, yes, I'm going further. You put it out for 6 months, you can taste it, yeah? So I always put goals out, okay, for in 1 month, this is what I want all my life areas to look like. My body, my health, my energy, my wealth, my bank account, my power, my choice, my contribution, who I'm helping, how many people I've helped, family contribution, what I'm giving back to my family, so on and so forth. Relationship we're working on, yeah? So passion and enjoyment as well, that's something that I really concentrate, making sure that you're always enjoying yourself, always moving forward, always being a little bit of a shit stirrer, having a smile on your face. So this is the thing. Where people fail, and I want you to write this down, that you expect everything to change overnight, and you want to become conscious creators. And because you don't see the mountains move, or you might not get that phone call, someone might not reply back to your email, or you might not get likes, or people not liking your videos, you will stop, because you want to see a constant gratification of where you're moving it. Erica, she goes, love it. Yes, writing my goals down has really helped me more clearer. So yeah, look, it's great writing your goals down and seeing them, but what you want to start doing and becoming a master of, Erica, is acting and role-playing your goals now. Now, stepping into that person. If you want to be a multi-millionaire, then how would you act? How would you dress? What would you eat? Yeah, you need to start stepping into that roles. If you want to be a person of massive contribution, then are you going to be quiet, or are you going to be showing up? You're going to be adding value every day. You're going to be talking with conviction. Are you going to be talking with certainty? How are you going to show up on a daily basis? All these things, you need to start being that person now, because you're teaching yourself to step out of that old identity. You're putting that energy out to the universe, and that energy is going to come back to you tenfold. But if you change and just write notes and do journaling and keep it up here, trust me, you will burn yourself out. You'll say, this is not working. I'm not receiving the results I want. And you will stop. Quite simple. You expect everything to change overnight. Exactly. And that's what's happened. A lot of people, you need to know your end goal, and this is the key. Don't strangle the result. Don't force the resistance. You need to be focusing on that goal in a happy stance, in a happy understanding, in a state, and knowing it's easy and effortless. Put out the intent and know it's going to happen. So what I do is, I don't sit there and go, I need to manifest my goal. Come on, why isn't it there? I will put out the intent, then, sorry, I'm just driving. I'll put out the intent and know everything is easy and effortless. But what I will do is, I will work on my inner world as much as I can. How many times throughout the day, when I'm driving, as I'm doing it now, speaking to you guys, I'm actually reconditioning myself. That's why I love to teach and do live streams, because I'm teaching myself. And what you're doing is you're reconditioning yourself for that. So it's happening without you even knowing it. And that is when it starts to get special. That's when your life starts to get spunky, because the universe is connecting with you. You're moving things forward. You're seeing where you need to go, and you're doing the rehearsal. So you will act upon your goals without even knowing, and you'll have massive emotional connection and subconscious competence. So unconscious competence. You will get great at living the life of your dreams without even thinking about it. Cam goes, when you're an entrepreneur, it does not happen overnight. It takes consistent, persistent effort over long periods of time. Yes, I love it. And that's a man that's got the results there. So check up Cameron Stewart. He's the from Don't Chase Your Paycheck, Chase Your Purpose. An absolute juggernaut. One of the new brothers in Team Beast Mode International. He's already a good friend of mine, and I love working with him. So we're taking it to the top, brother. We're taking it to the top. That's going global. When you meet people, and when people have messages, and you have messages yourself, and you know that the world needs to get to it. You know where we need to go. You work backwards, and you keep put the pieces together. Who do we need to contact? Who's been there? Who's done it? Who's doing it? How can we do it better? Always keep asking yourself the right questions, and then always take massive action, but don't make it forced. Don't get overwhelmed, and enjoy the process, people. Yeah, very important. So the biggest steps of if you're wanting to bring your dreams into your reality, firstly, I won't call it a dream, because if you call it a dream, it's going to stay up in your head like a, you know, like a cloud. It's going to be a dream, because dreams are like, oh, I dreamed for this, and half of you doesn't believe that you're actually going to achieve it, to be honest with you. So I always talk about a plan. I always talk about massive action, a map, massive action plan, MAP. And with that massive action plan, what you take is that you're taking huge action that you're going to get the result, but you know it's easy and effortless. And where it gets easy is that you don't need to burn yourself out. Yes, you can work big hours and you're putting that time and effort on there. Yes, you want to be around people that have achieved the goal and are achieving, and they've got the right network, they've got the right attitude, they've got the right energy. All those are very important. And then the key is to connect with it. It's like a rehearsal. If you're a fighter, you're not going to go in the ring and just start throwing punches. You're going to know the combat. Yeah, you're going to go left, right, you're going to duck, you're going to be able to do it. Because if life's going to throw you one and you haven't been practicing, it's going to just knock you out. So you need to be able to duck, you need to be able to weave. It's the same thing as a dancer. A dancer's not going to get up on stage in front of the world that's going to dance their life dance. They need to rehearse. And that's the same thing of you being that person, of you being a person of contribution, of you being a person of whatever it might be. You need to make sure that you've done the rehearsal over and over again, so then when you go to act upon it, and this is the key, when you need to show up to be that person in so many ways, with energy, with what you need to say, with conviction, so on and so forth, you are going to stand into that identity. You are going to create that space, because your mind is seeing the goal, what you want. Your mind is seeing your health goal. So when you train, you're already communicating to the cells in your body. So when you're looking and training with your body is already half prepped, because it's, well, this is how I want my body to be. This is my energy. This is, you know, my muscle mass. This is how much fat. And you're already recreating your body by visualizing in your mind. So that is very, very important when you're doing that, yeah? You want to be visualizing. The same thing as your wealth. You want to be, yes, you want to be putting a monetary number out there. So you want to be saying, well, whatever it needs to be, this is what I want to get, because your mind and your subconscious needs clear, precise, powerful orders. Because what does a confused mind do? Nothing. Yeah? And what are most people? Confused. So what do you think? They get no goals, yeah? So that's what it's about. These things are vital. These things here are something that's I've had massive success with it. I find if I'm having resistance in my life or my clarity, yes, it's great to write it up, put it up on the board, put a timeline up, but more importantly, it is very, very important for you to be able to visualize it, see it, role play it. How am I standing? Don't just achieve that goal. How does your life look around? Yeah? Who's in your life? What resources do you need? If you're going to be that person, how do you act? How do you face diversity? What energy do you have? So think about this. I always say this. You need to become the identity and the character that you need to become to manifest your dreams and your goals. So if you want to play a role, and this is your dreams, this is your life, then if you want that in your life, then how are you going to do that? You need to role play. You need to learn the lines. You need to learn the body language. You need to learn the attitude. You need to learn the strategy, so on and so forth. And you play on that every day, and you practice and you practice and you practice and you practice and you practice. The rehearsal. Most people, unfortunately, that aren't very successful in life will do the activity with their old conditioning, which has self-sabotage, which has limiting beliefs, which has a shitty work ethic, which has really no self-belief, and they want a different result. That is just going to give you resistance. That is going to burn you out, people. You aren't going to get great results by doing that. You need to this is your control ship. Yeah? This is your control center. You are a Ferrari. You need to change your parts around so your Ferrari can function and obviously go towards your goals in a very clear, precise, path to least resistance. And now my brain was saying one thing, going to something else then. It's all good. That's just my proactive brain. So with your goals and how you're going to make your dreams a reality, don't call them dreams for one, call them your plan. Call them, it's going to be your life. You want to have a plan, you want to have a timeline, put your timeline out. I always like to have a year. Yes, you can put it further out. Then you want to move back, you want to work back 12 months, 9, 6, then you want to 3, a week, then break it down per day, and then you're going to be breaking it down per hours, yeah? Sheldon, how are you, man? How's everything going? If anyone that I've seen that's on, I know I've got a few of the brothers, Ante, hey Chad, how are you? Pete, how you doing, bro? Courtney, I'm just driving, so I don't mean to be rude. Just getting back home from South Yarra. And so that is an important thing to do it. Know your timeline. Then connect with your goals, and then you want to have sub-goals. You want to have little goals that you're reaching per day, and you don't go to sleep until you get these goals. Ante, I'm good, brother. How are you? I saw you in Canberra with Steve and Elvie. Good to have the represent up there. So these things are very, very important, that you have your sub-goals, then you break it down. Okay, I've got my goal. Day after day, week after week, month after month, and then you're focusing, and you know what your end goal is, but then you're achieving your little sub goals, and then from your sub goals, Jason Scott, how are you, dude? Good to have you on. And that's how you're going to be moving forward. Very important. So if you're going through heartache, if you're going through a breakup, you're not liking your job, you're not liking your body, you're not liking your mindset, maybe your partner gave you an ultimatum or something, well, you need to work on yourself. What I'm going to tell you all, then why aren't you wasting a day doing the same thing, being in that weakened state? What do you want to do? How many chances? How many chances do you want? That's what I'm saying. How many chances do you want? It's because you need to understand. Well, my eyes are all puffy. You need to understand that that person and that universe is giving you. It's giving you another result. It's giving you another chance. It's giving you another platform, a space to step into. And what you need to be mindful about is that you need to have proactiveness. You need to push yourself. You need to smash yourself out of that procrastination, and most men out of that fucking feminine state, and start acting as how women need you to act. Or if you want to attract the woman of your life, if you want to attract a queen, you can't be being that fucking feminine guy anymore. You need to be a provider. You need to be someone that can fucking bring up a family. You need to be a protector, yeah? How can you be a leader? In beast mode, what we're creating, leaders to lead others, yeah? Not followers to create more followers. It's about leaders to lead others. So everyone that's been contacting me, and a few of you are on here, now it's time. Now it's time for us to come together and get shit done. Because I've seen so many people that are just doing enough, not whatever it takes, just enough to get a result, and they're getting shit results. And what really frustrates me is, these people are so able of so much more. They're great. They've got so much potential, but they are functioning way, way below their potential. And what do you think that's going to happen? That's going to create more heartache. That's going to create more problems. Do you think people around you are trying to tell you something? You know, if partners have left you, and you know, and other things are going on, do you think that, you know, maybe it's a pattern that you need to change, or the universe is saying, well, you know what, you're way below your potential. You need to move that. You need to move that shit out. You need to get out of here. You need to start, you know, picking your game up. Of course it is. You know, I know with me, a lot of the things that happens in my life, the universe is saying, well, Lee, you know what? This is not for you anymore. It's time to reinvent, time to rediscover, and time to move on. And that's something that's been huge, yeah. And that's something that I've had to start, and I've had to start to move on from. What did Cam say? Step up, brother. Let's go hard. World domination. That's it, bro. Total domination. So, goal planning. Obviously, this is just a, you know, this is just a walnut, or, you know, as I say, just a small taste of it. Goal planning, business strategies, this is all what we rock through. You know, some of my coaches have really showed me, and I put a plan down, and then we get at it, yeah? Now we're about to go to the States, we're about to get on talk shows, we're about to get on global stages, and the way we do this is we get with people that have got the contacts, that can open the doors. What's next? Bang, 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 you create your timeline. Every morning, as I'm driving my car, I see what I need to do. I keep focusing on that. I have plans up everywhere, yeah? I've got my book, and I'm writing it all out. I see it tangible. I've got my business plan on my phone. All these things that you're creating, because they're realigning you for where you're going. You need to eat, breathe, sleep, fucking make love to your goals. You know, that's what you need to become it. It's not work. It's not self-development. This stuff needs to become you. It needs to engulf you. If you want to become that person, that's you every day, not when the light switch is on. You don't watch TV. Yeah? You don't go and fuck it. Yes, you can chill out sometimes, but that needs to become that. You need to be putting your fucking mindset. We're back. Cool. You need to understand that this is where it starts and this is where it ends. If you're not getting what you want out here, Get around the right people that can guide you, and that's what we're creating, yeah? So many people have just jumped in that True Authentic Reality course that I put up. They wanted to know about Lee. Tell me about it. Boom, I've told them they're ready to go, yeah? Not, hey guys, and go back and forth. I just said, look, if you're 100% coachable and you're ready to go and you're going to allow me to bring out the best in you, then let's talk. If you're not, then this is not for you. It's not personal. We just need to tell you what we need to get the result, yeah? And that's what we are. We're real people. We want to help real people get real results. So keep smashing it, people. This was just a bit of a taste tester about how you're going to bring your dreams. Don't call them dreams. Call it a plan. Call it a massive action plan. And this is your new life. Yeah, you want to be working on you want to be working on the inner world. You want to have a tangible goal. You want to work backwards. You want to have clarity. You want to be doing the dress rehearsal. You want to be connecting with it every day, because that's not your goal. That's not you becoming. You live that. Yeah. Then you know what steps to do. You know what dance you have to dance, and you do it every day, because you need to become the identity and the character you must become to manifest your dreams and your goals. It's very, very powerful, because a lot of people have got all these ideas and they've got this energy, but if you do not have a strategized system, if you don't have the right energy, if you don't have the triple S to success, the right strategy, tell yourself the right story every fucking day, and if you don't have the right state, you're not going to get there, because when life gets a little bit hard, you're going to get knocked off the boat, off the path, boom, and you're going to stop. That's why you need someone like myself or a great coach to kick you in the ass and say, well, hold on a second, you need to be here. Or if you're going too hard, you're going to burn out, mate, let's just pull back a little bit. And the reason why I can say that, because I was a master of effing up my stuff, myself and my businesses. I was going to say my stuff. That doesn't really give it much credibility, and that's why, you know, I've got a number of businesses. We've got the international empire. We're helping so many people, and that's all just glitz and glamour. But I'm talking about the interaction of being able to get the result for people, and that's it. If you've got a business idea, or if you've got a life idea, then get in contact, because we'll be able to set you up a system. We've got the right people that have been there and done it, and that's what we're working towards. So whatever your goals might be, transforming your life or taking your life to the next level or finding yourself, then this is how you do it. We keep it simple, but we keep it successful. Yeah, we keep it simple, but we keep it successful. So thank you for getting on. I better get inside. I've got to go and catch up with a very special person tonight. So I'm going to say, as I always say, you could be anywhere in the world right now, but you are listening to me. I'm Lee Bundy, the CEO of Team Beast Mode International, going global, the messenger of strength and the truth. So much love, so much respect for everyone that's pushing hard, for all the people that have come into my life, for all the people that have left my life, for all the people that are pushing hard and striving and grinding to be the best version of themselves. Keep going, because the more you put it out there, the more you keep going. And, you know, let's just rock and roll, yeah? We're going to work together. All right, Erica, send me an inbox and we'll get it rock and rolling. All right, guys, have an awesome night. You know what? Don't worry about, Monday. No, don't take that out. Monday is a great week. You should be going, yes, because I've got a whole 7 days to go and rock this shit. All right, sending you much love. Have an awesome day. Whatever it takes, total domination. Sending you my love from good old Melbourne. My name is Lee Bundy, and that's it. Sending you my love, people. Mwah.